This is the first reading, as you can see, and this is the second, okay, because it contains two diodes. So the red probe in the positive terminal and the black probe in the negative terminal. So let's check. We get a reading in the multimeter. If we switch the probes, we should not get any reading. As you can see, no reading means the diode is good. If we switch the probes, no reading means the diode is good. The transistor, you will get just one reading between the collector and emitter, but for the Schottky diode, you will get two readings because it is composed of two diodes, okay? And never replace a Schottky diode with a transistor or the inverse. We have some diodes that we're gonna check using the multimeter. So here, as you can see, this white mark means the cathode, okay? As you can see, or the negative terminal. So we're gonna put the black probe in the negative terminal and the red probe in the anode or positive terminal. We should get a reading, as you can see in the multimeter. We get a reading. Good. So let's switch the probes. We should not get any reading in the multimeter. As you can see, no reading means the diode is good. So let's check the second diode with the same working principle. Always the black probe in the cathode and the red probe in the anode. We have a reading in the multimeter means the diode is good. By switching the probes, let's check. No reading means the diode is good. Okay, so let's check this diode also, as you can see. Okay, so of course we should put the black probe in the cathode and the red probe in the anode. We have a reading in the multimeter. Let's switch the probes. So no reading means the diode is good. Okay, so now we're gonna check some diodes. This is a glass diodes, okay, as you can see. And this diode, as you can see, we have this blue band means a Zener diode. This is a Zener glass diode, as you can see. Okay, always the diode with blue band, as you can see, means a Zener diode. But for this kind of diode with black bands, it can be Zener diode or just normal diode. So let's check these diodes using the same working principle. Always we should locate the negative terminal and the positive terminal. Here we get a reading. Okay, let's switch the probes. No reading, we get 1 in the multimeter means no reading, means the diode is good. So let's check this diode also. So always the black probe in the negative terminal. We get a reading. Let's switch the probes. No reading means the diode is good. Okay, let's do the same thing for the second diode. So the red probe in the positive terminal and the black probe in the negative terminal. We get a reading. If we switch the probes, no reading means the diode is good. So if the diode or the LED is eliminated, you can discard the multimeter. Okay, so let's check this diode LED2. So as you can see, the diode is eliminated. The first diode, when we put the black probe in the cathode and the red probe in the anode, and we get the reading. Let's check the second diode, because this diode contains two diodes inside it. If we switch the probes, as you can see, we will not get any reading. So let's check. No light, no reading. Okay, no light, no reading means the diode is good. Okay, now as you can see, this diode is for the computer motherboard. We can check it using the same working principle. So this is its terminals. So let's check its terminals using the multimeter. We get a reading here. Okay, so if we switch the probes, we should not get any reading, as you can see in the multimeter. Means the diode is good. Okay. Right now, let's see this kind of diodes. This is a THT diodes or a true Hall technology diodes. Okay. As you can see, this is holes over here. That's why we call it THT diodes. Here in the back of the motherboard, as you can see, we have the terminals. All these components are a true Hall components. Okay. And here, of course, these diodes are surface mount components. So here we have the cathode, as you can see. This band means the cathode. So let's put the multimeter to the diode option or continuity option. And then check these two diodes. So we should get a reading. So as you can see, we get a reading when we put the black probe into cathode and the red probe into anode. If we switch the probes, as you can see, no reading in the multimeter means the diode is serviceable. Let's check the second one with the same working principle. So here we have cathode. So let's check. We get a reading in the multimeter. If we switch the probes, we should not get any reading. As you can see, no reading means the diode is good. So right now, let's see the double diode or the Schottky diode. As you can see here, this is Schottky diodes. It contains two diodes inside it. Okay, as you can see, the reference D. Okay, all these are Schottky diodes. Okay, as you can see, we have D in the reference. We're gonna test this diodes, and over here we have Q. This is transistor. This is not diode. You should always differentiate between transistors and double diodes or Schottky diodes. There is a big difference in terms of testing. Okay, so right now we're gonna test the double diode component. Okay, so let's check. We should find two readings. Okay, two diodes. This is the first reading, as you can see, and this is the second, okay, because it contains two diodes. Okay, as you can see, two diodes. So first reading and second reading. So let's switch the probes. We should not get any reading in the multimeter. No reading in the multimeter, no reading means this Schottky diode is good. Okay, so let's check the second one. The same working principle. We should get two readings because it contains two diodes. We have the first reading, as you can see, and we have the second reading in the multimeter. Okay, so if we switch the probes, of course, we should not get any reading. So let's check. We have one in the multimeter and we have one. No reading means this diode also is good, as you can see. So this is how to test the Schottky diodes. You should find two readings. But for the transistor, there is a big difference in terms of testing. You should just get one reading for the transistor between collector and emitter. Let's check. We have here a reading in this side between collector and emitter, and as you can see, between collector and the base, no reading. We have reading, and here we have no reading. Okay, because this is a transistor. This is not a Schottky diode, even if the shape and the size is the same. Here, as you can see, when we switch the probes, we don't get any reading. Means the transistor is good. Okay, here also we have no reading. Okay, so always you should differentiate between this kind of component. Okay, as you can see, so the same size, the same shape, but the difference is the testing. Okay, the transistor, you will get just one reading between the collector and emitter, but for the Schottky diode you will get two readings because it is composed of two diodes, okay? And never replace a Schottky diode with a transistor or the inverse.